Hello there, drivers out there and future drivers. If you want to make money, you got to keep your wheels moving, your doors shut, get along with your dispatcher. And those who are coming out of trucking school, listen to your trainer. Because that trainer, he or she, will help you make money. We want you, as a trainer myself, we want you to be out here being safe and making money while doing it. So listen to what we got to tell you, because we know what we're doing. Well, hopefully you get a trainer who actually has experience driving down the road, rather than these little 3-month or 6-month student new trainers. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind they probably are good drivers, but having a 6-month student driver who's only been on his own for 6 months really doesn't know what he's doing. More than likely, that student or trainer or whatever, that student driver leading another student driver, that's like the blind leading the blind. Come out with better training programs. There, Swift and Swift, Western Express, Schneider, Pam Transport, and all those other mega carriers that still have trainee programs. Stop letting these 6 months these 6-month rookies clearly don't know what they're doing be trainers, because that is why you have such a bad reputation, because you got so many 6-month rookies who don't know what they're doing, just chasing after money, and all they want to do is get the miles and make money and sign off the paperwork, and then they go on to another student. And that's how accidents happen. That's why Swift has such a bad reputation. That's why Western Express has such a bad reputation. Warner, Schneider, the list goes on. All companies out there have a bad reputation, and it's got to stop. I personally think that if you are going to be a trainer, you should be on your own, running all 48 states, have a winter under your belt, running those West Coast states, running those East Coast states, being safe while doing it. Because, somebody who's been driving on their own for 3 to 6 months have no business being trainers. Get somebody who's been doing it for 2 years or 3 years, 5 years, and what have you. Those are the people you want as trainers. Not these 6-month rookies. Because accidents are going to happen is because they're not properly trained. And more than likely, the trainer wasn't properly trained themselves. And stop letting these drivers, rookies, fresh out of school, go out and drive trucks on their own after 2 weeks of training. That's not enough time, and we all know it. I personally believe that if you're going to have a trainee program, you should be out with at least 1 month, because you got to learn how to fuel the truck. You got to learn how to check your oil, do your proper pre-trip, do your proper post-trip, do your tuck test, coupling, uncoupling, fueling, trip planning, load securement, whatever else. If there's flatbed, there's tarping, strapping, and chaining. If it's driving in and swinging the doors and backing into docks, maneuvering around the truck stops, properly parking. Because accidents happen in the truck stops. Accidents just happen on the road. These trainers and trainees, running them like a team from day one, is asking for an accident, and you know it. It's got to stop. That trainer or mentor, if he's Swift or whatever, needs to be sitting in the jump seat the entire time that student is behind the wheel. because that student doesn't know what he's doing out here or what she's doing out here. And that trainer or mentor or whatever needs to be out outside of the truck watching that student back that truck up into that parking space or into that dock to make sure that that student is not going to run right into somebody else's parked truck or parked trailer. And there's a whole lot of paperwork that will go along with that. And then next thing you know, companies like you, Western Express, or you, Swift, or Knight, Snyder, Pam Transport, or even US Express, you guys are going to get sued a lot. Alright? And you're not going to get, those loads delivered, on time because your driver got in an accident. That load's never going to get delivered at all because the load is completely destroyed. All because of these drivers are not properly trained. And these new guys coming out of school don't know everything, but a lot of them are willing to learn, but some of them are out there think they know everything and don't want to listen to their trainers. If that's you out there, new guys coming out of the school, think that you know everything, guess what? You don't. You don't know shit. So shut up, listen to your trainer, and learn from that trainer. Because I've been doing this for 16 years, and I don't know everything there is to know about trucking. I don't. And I'm not going to pretend I know everything there is to know about trucking. So listen up. Heed my advice. Do not block the scales. Do not block the fuel islands. Do not take up 3 or 4 spots when you're parking at a truck stop. Be common. Show them some common courtesy. Have some professionalism. Wear shoes or boots when you're at your shippers or receivers. Don't cuss at your dispatchers, because your dispatchers is your lifeline with you and your company. Whatever it's the mega carriers or small companies, those dispatchers are the ones who are getting you those loads. Communication is key if you want to make money. If you want to get home or for birthdays or holidays or whatever, if you're constantly cussing out your dispatcher, guess what? You done pissed off your dispatcher by yelling at him and belittling him. He's going to put you on the back burner. He's not going to sit there and listen to you bitch and moan and groan and complain about what's going on or whatever. Those mega carriers really don't care about you at all. Alright? You're just a number to them. I mean, if you're not the one, if you keep turning down freight and turning down loads because you don't want to run that day because, it's a Sunday or a holiday or whatever, guess what? They got 5,000 other drivers on their fleet that will be more than happy to take that load from you. And guess what? You keep turning around these loads, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to keep on getting nothing but shit runs with low miles, low pay, because they're going to fuck you over if you continue to bitch and moan and complain. They're going to continue running you with no miles, have you sit when you're not going to make no money, and then you're going to force you out the door. And guess what? They don't care. They're just going to get another fucking trainer they're going to get another trainer or another student driver or another experienced driver, pay them money to run the truck and run those loads and run those miles. Those companies do care certain things. They care about the money. And they don't like paying those insurance rates when, for drivers who tear up their equipment and destroy the loads. They don't like it. They don't like having to make different calls to your families, letting them know that you're never going to come home because you were killed in a car wreck, truck wreck that you caused. And they don't want to have to pay for your funeral, and they don't want to have to pay, pay to, just cut that truck or cut that load as a loss and possibly get sued by your family for something that you did begin with. So, listen to your trainers. Make that money. Be safe. And get your experience. And be out here. Alright? That's who your new drivers are coming out. To your mega carriers, come up with better training programs. Because this letting them drive out for a week, 2 weeks is just simply not enough time to properly train these drivers, especially in the flatbed division, how to strap that load, tarp it, or chain it. When it becomes a reefer or flatbed dry van, there's trip planning, there's fueling, there's backing, coupling and uncoupling, pre-trip, post-trip, the logs, all that stuff. And map reading. That's a skill that a lot of drivers these days do not use anymore, is map reading. They rely on that GPS. That GPS can get you, can get you in a lot of trouble, have you turning down roads that a truck is clearly not allowed to be on. Alright? So stop relying on your GPS. Learn how to read a map. Be safe. And I'll see you out there.